At Matnog Port, dawn breaks over a restless line of trucks and buses, stretching for kilometers, a daily ritual of waiting. The first rays of sunlight reveal a scene that repeats itself every single day, engines idling, drivers rubbing sleep from their eyes, and the slow shuffle of people preparing for another uncertain day. Here, time seems to move differently, measured not in minutes or hours, but in the length of the queue and the patience of those who endure it. Families sleep in cramped vehicles, children curled up in the back seats, while drivers swap stories and stale coffee, all eyes on the unpredictable San Bernardino Strait. The air is thick with anticipation and fatigue, as everyone waits for the signal that the next ferry will finally board. For many, this is not just a pause in their journey, it's a test of endurance, a challenge that must be faced again and again. This is the Ro-Ro ferry system, a lifeline for the islands, but a fragile one. The ferries are the arteries that keep the country's commerce and families connected, yet they are vulnerable to the whims of weather, mechanical breakdowns, and the sheer volume of travelers. Mang Cardo, a truck driver, has waited 2 days with wilting vegetables bound for Samar, his profit fading with every hour. Each delay means more losses, not just for him, but for the farmers who entrusted him with their harvest. The pressure mounts as he checks his cargo, hoping the vegetables will survive the wait. He points to the endless queue, a silent testament to lost time and wasted resources. Every stationary truck represents a business stalled, a family's needs postponed, and a dream deferred. Anna, a young mother, clutches her ticket, desperate to reach her ailing father in Catbalogan. Every delay feels personal. She tries to comfort her restless child, but her thoughts are with her family across the water, hoping she won't be too late. These are the human costs behind the statistics of port congestion. The numbers may tell one story, but the faces in the crowd reveal another, a story of longing, frustration, and hope. The separation here is more than physical, it's emotional. Families, businesses, and livelihoods held hostage by the sea. Each hour spent waiting is an hour lost with loved ones, an hour of uncertainty about what lies ahead. Matnog is a microcosm of a national challenge, the Philippines, an archipelago of over 7,000 islands, divided by water. The sea that connects us also divides us, making every journey a negotiation with nature and infrastructure. The journey between Luzon and the Visayas is dictated by ferry schedules, weather, and port capacity. A single storm or a mechanical issue can ripple across the islands, disrupting lives and livelihoods for days. For many, this struggle is routine, a recurring obstacle to progress. The wait at Matnog is not just a delay, it's a symbol of the challenges faced by millions who depend on these crossings for survival and connection. The port is a choke point where ambition and urgency grind to a halt. Here, the dreams of a better life, the urgency of business, and the simple desire to be with family are all put on hold by forces beyond anyone's control. The question is clear: how do we bridge these gaps not just for convenience but for our nation's future? How do we ensure that progress is not stalled at the water's edge, but carried forward to every island and every family? Increasingly, the answer lies not on the water, but over it. The vision of bridges and better infrastructure is no longer just a dream. It's a necessity, a promise of a future where waiting is replaced by moving forward. The dream of a true connection is growing stronger every day. As the sun rises over Matnog, hope rises with it. A hope that one day the long wait will finally end and the islands will be truly united. The ferry bottleneck's impact ripples far beyond the port. What seems like a simple delay at the terminal actually sets off a chain reaction that touches every corner of daily life in the Philippines. Prices of goods in the Visayas soar, inflated by unpredictable delays and extra handling fees. A hidden inter-island tax paid by every consumer. Fresh produce arrives less fresh, and essentials cost more, straining household budgets and making nutritious food less accessible for many families. Businesses struggle to adapt. A Cebu furniture maker, for example, might import materials from abroad rather than source from Luzon, stifling local industries and reducing opportunities for collaboration between regions. The lack of reliable transport discourages innovation and keeps businesses from reaching their full potential. Companies tie up precious capital in large inventories, bracing for shipping delays instead of investing in growth, new jobs, or better, technology. This inefficiency slows economic development and makes it harder for small businesses to compete. For workers, the journey between islands is a barrier, uncertain, expensive, and stressful. Long hours spent waiting or traveling mean less time with family and more money spent on transportation, making it harder to pursue better opportunities. This friction limits opportunity, keeps families apart, and slows the flow of talent. Students and professionals may think twice before seeking education or work across the sea, and families are forced to live with long separations. The system is fragile. A single vessel breakdown or port strike can paralyze the network, stranding travelers and spoiling goods. The entire economy can grind to a halt, revealing just how vulnerable the current setup is. The consequences cascade. Manufacturing halts, markets empty, lives disrupted. When goods can't move, neither can people's dreams or ambitions. This is not a sustainable model for a country aiming for progress. The constant struggle to move people and products holds the nation back, making growth and prosperity harder to achieve. Every day, we pay the price of separation in our wallets, our businesses, and our homes. The true cost is measured not just in pesos, but in lost opportunities and unfulfilled potential. The need for a better connection has never been clearer. Only by bridging these divides can the Philippines unlock its true promise and build a future where everyone can thrive. In the Philippines, the weather is more than just a backdrop to daily life. It's a powerful force that shapes our routines, our economy, and even our dreams. Every Filipino knows that the sea and sky can change everything in an instant, turning a normal day into a struggle for safety and survival. The San Bernardino Strait, for example, is infamous for its unpredictable currents and the typhoons that sweep through each year. When storms hit, inter-island travel can grind to a halt for days, sometimes even longer, leaving entire communities isolated and waiting for the weather to clear. When ports close, it's not just passengers who are stranded. Trucks loaded with food, medicine, and essential supplies are forced to wait, sometimes for days. Every hour of delay means mounting economic losses, empty shelves, and anxious families. For small businesses, a single canceled shipment can spell disaster. Vendors watch helplessly as their goods spoil, and market stalls sit empty, while livelihoods hang in the balance. The human cost is just as real. Students miss crucial exams or family milestones. Doctors and aid workers can't reach disaster zones in time, and families are separated by the very waters that usually connect them. These aren't rare events. They happen every year, sometimes several times a season. The cycle of disruption is as predictable as the storms themselves. The sea, so central to our identity and way of life, can suddenly become a barrier when we need connection and support the most. For many, it's a reminder of both our resilience and our vulnerability. Businesses and families are forced to plan their lives around the weather, living with constant uncertainty. Every trip, every delivery, every reunion is subject to the whims of the sea and sky. This unpredictability stifles long-term planning and growth. Entrepreneurs hesitate to invest, and communities struggle to build a stable future when so much depends on the next forecast. Relying on ferries alone leaves us vulnerable to nature's whims, with every storm threatening to bring life to a standstill. To build a resilient future, we must rise above the waves, literally. By investing in infrastructure that connects us no matter the weather, we can ensure that the seas unite us instead of keeping us apart. Enter the Luzon-Visayas Connectivity Project, a bold vision to unite our islands with bridges and tunnels across the San Bernardino Strait. Imagine Matnog to Allen, not by ferry, but by a seamless drive. A family in Quezon City could reach Samar's beaches in hours, no longer hostage to ferry schedules. For businesses, it's a game changer. Fresh produce and goods move swiftly, costs drop, and markets expand. In emergencies, relief teams and supplies reach disaster zones without delay. This project isn't just a proposal, it's a carefully crafted solution to our most pressing challenges. It promises a future where our islands are permanently united. The bridge is more than infrastructure, it's a bridge of dreams. The time for bold action is now. The Luzon-Visayas Bridge will end the Matnog-Allen bottleneck for good. No more endless lines, stranded passengers, or wasted days. just a 24/7, all-weather superhighway. Travel time drops from hours to less than 30 minutes, transforming domestic travel. The anxiety of crossing the strait disappears. Families and workers can reunite and pursue opportunities freely. Logistics become efficient. More trips, lower costs, fresher goods, ports are decongested, and local economies can reinvent themselves. Solving the bottleneck unlocks a cascade of positive change nationwide. The bridge is more than a road, it's an engine for economic growth. Luzon and Visayas economies will merge, creating a vast, dynamic market. Transport costs drop, making local goods more competitive and attracting investment. New jobs will emerge, from construction to logistics, especially in Sorsogon and northern Samar. The region will see new hubs, parks and developments, transforming local economies. Tourism will boom as millions gain easy access to the Visayas' natural wonders. The bridge will carry not just vehicles but opportunity and prosperity. It's a path to a more equitable, thriving Philippines. The Luzon-Visayas Bridge will be a lifeline in times of disaster. When typhoons strike, relief and rescue teams can reach affected areas in hours, not days. Immediate access to food, water and medical aid will save lives and speed recovery. The bridge is an investment in national safety and resilience. But it's also a symbol, a physical link that unites us as one nation. It will break down regional divides, fostering empathy and shared purpose. More cultural exchange, tourism, and migration will strengthen our social fabric. When challenges arise, we'll face them together, as a truly connected people. The bridge will connect not just land, but hearts and hopes. It's a promise of unity for generations to come. The Luzon-Visayas Connectivity Project is a world-class engineering challenge. Building across the San Bernardino Strait will require cutting-edge technology and Filipino expertise. We'll join the ranks of nations with iconic bridges, proof of our ambition and skill. The project demands the highest standards, safety, quality, and transparency. Every step must be accountable, every peso wisely spent. Completing this bridge will create a new generation of Filipino engineers and workers. The knowledge gained will fuel future innovations. The bridge will stand as a monument to what Filipinos can achieve together. It's a landmark built by and for the Filipino people. In 2026, the Luzon-Visayas Bridge is still a vision, but it's one that inspires a nation. This project is about more than concrete. It's about building a future where opportunity isn't limited by geography. It will require unity, political will, and a commitment that transcends administrations. The bridge is a legacy for generations, a symbol of national pride and determination. Every Filipino who crosses it will feel ownership and hope. It connects our past struggles with our future aspirations. The Luzon-Visayas Connectivity Project is the ultimate bridge to our future. Let's carry its spirit forward: connection, resilience, and belief in a stronger, united Philippines.